What's up, everybody? I'm Cypha.
I'm Gina.
And welcome to the Interracial Odd Couple Podcast. We hope everybody's having a great week, as always. A positive vibes, achieving your goals, and staying what?
Right. And high and right.
You fucked that up. Transposed it.
But I'm right.
Yeah. I know, you listening to us on a Saturday for once. Yeah. There's a lot of shit that's been happening over here in the ILC household this week, man.
Whoops. We're late.
There's been a whole lot of shit going on, but we hope everybody's having a great holiday season right now and staying safe and reaching out to your loved ones, friends, family, having a good time. You ain't out there breaking your fucking wallet to death trying to make other people happy with monetary things that don't mean shit at the end of the day because we can't take it with us.
Nope.
Exactly. So what's been going on? What's been going on with you, Miss Gina?
Oh, just hanging in there.
Yeah, still just hanging in there during this frigid holiday season?
Yeah, just hanging in there.
Okay.
Got a lovely break.
Yeah, how's the break been going? That's right. Yay! Golf clap. Come on, golf clap.
Man.
Golf clap.
I guess, whatever the fuck this is. What the fuck?
It's our little gallery over here.
Fuck that. I'm jumping up and down.
Our little two, well, not even two bleachers, but so, all right. How's you been enjoying your break?
It's been nice.
Yeah.
It really has. So I've come up with, a new shampoo for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Tried another experiment, and I really like it. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit on the next run. And I came up with a new night cream that I think is just like fucking badass.
A new night cream, huh?
Yeah, or night oil.
What kind of night oil are we talking about?
Goes on my face.
Oh, well.
It's reducing these wrinkles.
I mean, let me do some stretching first.
And it's tightening my face. I mean, like, every day is just like, wow, something's different.
I know, you was talking about it, especially the other day, you was bragging about it.
Yeah. Because it only been, by then it was only, I think, 4 days. Now it's been about a week.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I can't wait to see what happens in a month. Mm-hmm. And go from there.
Working on keeping your youthful vigor, honey. Yeah. How's that shampoo been doing? How long you been doing that shampoo now?
I've been
like 2 weeks?
This one, yeah.
Yeah, let's say about a couple weeks now, right?
Right. So I gotta tweak some things in it. Less.
Like what? Because you wanted more sudsy or less sudsy?
Well, your homemade shampoo is not like store-bought shampoo.
Right.
They put a lot of chemicals in there to make it sudsy, to make it feel like you're cleaning your hair.
Yeah. Well, them suds do carry dandruff. That's the main part of what I'm thinking suds are supposed to be doing.
No, it's just a mindset. You think clean
You've been
means,
bamboozled.
you can see it.
Yeah.
Homemade shampoo, you don't get the suds like that. You just, it's just cleaning your hair. It's not, you're not getting all those suds. It's just a small kind of slather.
I know you distracted by Ghost in the background. The only reason why he's doing that because the other two got their bones, and he always barks when he's not getting any attention. He's just running in circles and not looking at anything.
You should just bring him in.
I'm not bringing him into nothing. He'll be all right. But anyway, he ain't barking at nothing. He don't know what he's barking at his own shadow. You know he's special.
I know.
Okay, so moving along here.
Okay.
But you said you're going to change a couple things about the shampoo.
Yeah, I'm going to do a couple little more things. Maybe add less soap because it's really thick. Once it's set up, it's really, really thick. I like it thick because then I feel like I am using actual shampoo, so I don't feel so bad.
Ain't that kind of counterproductive of what you're trying to say right now?
Like I tell you, it's all a fucking mind game. You're either going to play it with yourself or you're going to let them play it for you. So
sounds kinky.
It's crazy. It's crazy up in here. So, I really love it. I mean, it's I get moisture.
I told you didn't have no naps going on today.
Right. I get moisture. I get, it's curly because I have curly hair. So
I'm sure people that follow our IG page, which is at interracial_odd_couple_podcast.
Right.
Yeah, I post videos of you and your curly hair, talking shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I get, my hair feels cleaner. My scalp don't itch. My scalp isn't dry. It's just all around great.
Yeah.
I love it. And I did it.
You're doing it yourself. Yeah, manufacturing it yourself.
So, yeah, it's like total A game.
Yeah, throwing thumbs up like people could see us right now.
I got a thumbs up. Yes. And see, and my night oil that I made.
Yeah, what's up with
It's
that?
hilarious.
That's what I'm interested in.
It's fucking great. It's hilarious, though. I put it on, and because I put some sea buckthorn oil in it.
I don't know what the fuck sea buckthorn oil is, but it sounds interesting.
It's like an amazing oil. But, good for anything, inside and out. It's really good for you. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, off the top of my head, everyth's in the top of my head. So.
All right, slow down then.
I know. So it's orange. Okay. So it goes, you put on your face. My face is orange. I'm like, oh goodness, I'm tanning in the wrong spot.
I was about to say, what are you doing?
I am like totally orange.
That middle-aged white dude that's getting that orange tan, thinking he look like he the shit.
Oh my God.
Because he got some Winstrol in his fucking veins.
Trump would be envy. So I'm like freaking out the first time I did this because I was like, oh God, maybe I put too much sea buckthorn oil in there and I'm fucked because I know it stains. So
How the fuck does that flow off your tongue like that? Sea buckthorn oil.
I'm doing it very slow.
Where the fuck is that even from?
I don't recall. I've gotten it.
You sound like Roger
everywhere.
Clemens on the motherfucking Stand. I misremembered.
Yeah, I did. I do it all the time.
Let me grab the Merriam-Webster and see what the hell that means. Yeah.
But it's a plant.
Well, yeah.
So, but so I was freaking out. So I was like, I thought I did something wrong, and so because I thought my face is gonna be stained by the time morning comes.
I bet you was freaking the fuck out about that for sure.
So of course, I'm like trying to go through videos to watch other people put this shit on their face to make sure I'm not fucking up.
And this is why our kids think we're stupid.
I wasn't fucking up. By morning, there's no orange. It pretty much soaks in probably about, I'd say within the hour it soaks in and you don't see orange. Mm-hmm. But I don't get back up and look at myself, so I don't know.
So do you have to go through an exfoliation process after that, or you just leave it?
You just leave it.
Oh.
I put infused rosebud oil, some jojoba or jojoba. I don't know what it's called. I'm just going to guess. And then I put some
all I heard was Joaquin Noah.
Yes. And then some frankincense in it. And it's just like, oh. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just
what's the frankincense supposed to do? That's a biblical...
It's a good healing. It's good all around healing and antimicrobial, I think, or antibiotic. One of those anti-something. All of them are anti-something. I can promise you that.
Okay. And so you're gonna see what's gonna happen in the next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, going into the new year.
And then I'm gonna ask for testers.
You're gonna ask for lab rats?
Yes.
Oh, that's what you're gonna do, huh?
I'm the first lab rat.
Yeah.
And I'm surviving.
Yeah.
I'm pleased within a week.
But it also depends on what the fuck you're actually doing too, because you be using everybody else as a fucking lab rat before
I'm like, wait
yourself
a minute,
too.
I ain't doing this.
But you in there fucking with your chemistry
scary.
set, putting it together. Like, all right. Is it supposed to glow like that in the dark?
Maybe.
Oh shit. Well, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'm loving this break.
Yeah, loving this break. You're getting a chance to just do your thing.
Yeah, but it's really cool to see Poppy though, because Poppy's Poppy's
Yeah, go ahead and
his-
break down the
his
family
leg.
update. Gina's family update.
Choo-choo. So his leg looks great. His knees are together.
Yep.
Um,
Well, for the new listeners, explain what happened
We finally got our second opinion.
on.
His hip.
Yep, and he had a procedure
And
done.
The screw was way too long, and it was going into his ball joint.
Right.
And so every time his leg moved, it just grinded the ball joint. So he was in a lot of pain.
Yeah,
And,
especially being in
you
your
know,
late 80s. Yeah.
And we're sitting there, we're pushing him. You can do it. Yes, you can. And I'm feeling sorry for him. I'm like, my God.
Yeah.
Then none of this looks right. His leg
wasn't straight.
His leg is purple. I'm like, none of this looks right. I'm like, but okay, you guys just seem to know best. So we finally got a second opinion. So they took him into surgery, replaced everything. He's back in a rehab, and he was so excited the other day because he walked about 4 or 5 steps.
Mm-hmm.
So he made the nurses call Nano so he can tell her that he walked.
That's the Navy OG in him, man. He's like, yo, call my woman and let her know I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
And so then,
That is awesome.
So
Because this whole time he hasn't been able to walk. He's been in that
right.
hover round.
And now, he set a goal. He wanted to lose weight. He's lost a lot of weight.
Which we talked
He
about
went
just
from
last week.
233 to 213. So he's lost quite a bit of weight.
But
That
if
big
he's
old
able-
belly. And I kept telling him he's losing a lot of weight.
And if he's able to be mobile too,
Yeah.
and
so
actually
it will
move
be
around.
Good. It will be good for him in all aspects. So, yeah.
Yeah, because it's been kicking his ass that he hasn't been able to be mobile. And that's why he's had his ups and downs with his depressions and battling, just the fact that it's like, damn, my brain works, but my body ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is some bullshit.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But the fact that he walked 5 steps, man, that's a huge improvement from what he's been going through this year, though. Mm-hmm. A huge fucking improvement.
It
So,
is.
just one step at a time, one day at a time. That's definitely a model that you could take from that for sure.
Yeah. Every day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So and then Papa, he just loves driving me nuts.
That's what he does best.
I know.
That's what he loves to do.
I know.
His children know what they doing. They don't answer his calls.
Probably
Which
not.
is a whole nother fucking subject.
Right? Half the time I feel so bad ignoring the calls, but it's like you just called 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, you know how dementia works. He's like, hold on. I got a list of about 1 billion things that I've been thinking about since 3:30 this morning when I got up.
He's like, Gina, what you doing?
Oh, and they try to sweet talk you to even get into the conversation of everything he needs with Shanks and Keister and shit in and everything else, right?
Yes, he's like, I think they're going to take me shopping. She said she had $80.
Who said they had $80? What's he talking about?
He has $80 in his fund I put in there.
Oh, she said, okay.
And so I said, okay, Papa. But I think I recall I strictly put on there he can only take $20. That motherfucker will spend.
In ones. In dollar store ones. Stripper club ones.
Oh, he's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know about him.
Why you staring off into space about it, honey? It's okay. You're supposed to be enjoying a break, not over here.
I know, but you can't enjoy a break fully because I'm still having to deal with, his Medicaid stuff and trying to figure that out and how stressful that is. And
yeah, because we talked about actually hiring a lawyer, an elder lawyer, elder law, and that's what I'm surprised that I didn't know what that was. But when I looked it up, I was like, okay.
The thing that pissed me off about this whole thing was I made this appointment a week and a half ago. Mm-hmm. The lady never said what I needed to bring. So I was just gathering everything that I had, everything that I sent, or the Medicaid people. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was like, okay, I'm just taking everything that I've been hoarding. And I take it up there, and he's like,
None of this
Well,
is pertinent to what's...
Do you have the application? I was like, no, I filed the application online. He says, well, I can't do anything for you till I have the application. Why the fuck didn't your people tell me to have this?
Yeah, because I didn't know that.
I would have worked last week to get it, and I would have had it ready, and we could do this. I'm like, people.
Well, people ain't going to communicate on the level of what you've already been dealing with and what we've been dealing with this whole situation for the last 3-4 fucking months. It's just, I get that part of it. I actually get that part of it. But this is the process, because now we know, okay, that's what we got to do. And I hate that I didn't get an opportunity to actually ask you, because I thought about that today, actually, for no reason. Well, not for no reason, but just out of the blue, and I was just thinking, are you prepared? And I was thinking maybe you should call them to ask them what you need to have before you go in there and speak to this particular lawyer.
Well, she didn't say anything. Yeah. The lady should tell me what I would need to make sure I have on hand.
At the same time, they sound like they old, so you gotta ask. They just assume that people know sometimes. That's some of the problem with some of this. When you go into legal matters and stuff like that, they assume you know a certain level sometimes, but it's like, no, fool. We've never dealt with elder law ever.
I never dealt with anything like this ever.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's just...
And if you go back to previous episodes, you could hear how this is all just culminated and came to a zenith. But we're getting there. But obviously we got to get the application again.
Oh, so I call and ask for them to send me the copy of the application, because I can't get it. I don't know how to get it. I did it online because the nursing, or the first place Papa was at, St. Anthony said, file it online. It's quicker, it's easier, and you just be done. Okay.
That's how it started.
So I'm like, I do what I'm told. You people, you tell these people to do shit, they do it, and then you call them stupid and they're lying and they didn't do it and this and that. And it's like, we do. Yes, yeah. We do everything you tell us to do. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Let me bend over backwards so you can just fucking monkey punch me or something. I don't fucking know.
Did you just say monkey punch?
I guess. I don't know how.
What the fuck is wrong with you? It's called a donkey punch. And you don't bend over backwards to take one. I think you just came up with a new sexual position that is going to be politically incorrect.
Whatever.
What the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, good thing I got a new truck we can drive to the state's capital. Oh, continue this. Redeem yourself.
I didn't get nothing.
What am I going to do with you?
I never asked you to do anything.
No, let's go back to the monkey punch. Bend over backwards for a monkey punch. Yeah, I got to patent that immediately. Oh, you heard it first on the Interracial Odd Couple podcast. Thank you for tuning in, you guys. Hope you guys are having a good time listening to this goofiness. You bent over backwards and took a monkey punch. Trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah, it's not working. Not working at all.
Sorry, that was hilarious. You say some wild shit when you just do. You know you do. You say some wild ass shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. All right. Yeah. Shout out to Patrice O'Neal. Rest in peace, bruh.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's all about all I got.
That's about all you got, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and break down Nano real quick.
Oh, Nana's doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's fine. So she's just trucking along.
Yeah. How's she been taking this?
Good. She's been doing okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not as wordy anymore. That's different. That's something that's hard to adjust to. You know what I mean?
I know.
She's like, man, because we got recordings of her. I forget what episode when Nana was dropping dimes.
Yeah.
That Janae needed to listen to. Obviously, she didn't. But
no, it's not like that no more.
No.
She's just real quiet.
Yeah, but her facial expressions are not. Because there's a whole lot of her face that, oh man, I could tell she just.
This is why I had to find a really good night cream and night oil. Because of the fact that I do have wrinkles. And the reason why I do have wrinkles is because my
Gina is one of the most expressive people I've ever met in my life. And what's so funny is it goes beyond everybody that we know personally in our lives. They don't even notice it. No. And I'm like, what the fuck?
My face is always moving everything, in all directions.
All the time.
It's like it's talking.
Thing. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I'm like, how do you not see her fucking facial expressions when you talking about some crazy shit and you just sitting there, okay. Hey, Miss Parker. Yeah, man. That's hilarious to watch.
I had to get that under control because I know my grandmother, she's very, very...
her face is very expressionate.
Yeah. So I'm like, she's got a lot of wrinkles. And so I'm like, I don't want to be pug-like. So
that's fucked up. How you gonna call your grandma pug-like?
Pugs are so adorable.
No, they not. Pugs are ugly as fuck. Them dogs is goofy looking.
They're adorable.
Fucking pugs.
So I had to get it under control.
Okay, well that's great that you have a break to even think about that.
I know, right? Break.
Raising your hand up and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, man, raising that monkey punch hand.
Oh, is that the one I'm going to use? All right. It's not as strong as my other one.
So what else happened this week?
Oh God. So I will tell you my side.
Oh, because somebody has some funny commentary. If you guys have been following us on Instagram and on Twitter, I posted a clip of what we're talking about right now. So go ahead and tell your side of the fucking story.
So I'm sitting in the bedroom like I always do between 2:30 and 3 because I'm waiting for him to get home.
Oh, that's very nice.
I do. I'm always, if you ever notice, I'm usually always right there. Because I'm always trying to get to the bedroom by 2:30.
Very subjective right now.
I do. Since I want to be
Since
in the bedroom. I'm like, one day he'll take me.
One day he'll monkey punch me.
Right. One day. One day he'll get the point why I'm in the bedroom. Always when he comes home.
Man, you need to understand something.
Well, anyways, I'm sitting there waiting, as I always do, and I hear...
Get to the story, not that you want to get boned to death.
It's my story, so you just sit over there and listen to it.
Then hurry up.
So...
Get to it.
So anyways, I hear this funny loud noise, and I'm like, well, that's strange. So I look out the window, and I see... Babe's truck in the turn lane to turn into the house. And I'm like, okay, well, he's just sitting there. All right. And then I noticed no cars were coming. I'm like, well, why the motherfucker just not turning? I'm like, what the fuck? Well, what's going on? So then I see him get out the truck. And then I'm like, maybe that was a crash sound and somebody hit him. And then they took off because I didn't see anybody else. So he gets out and he's looking around the vehicle. And I'm like, okay. So I put my shoes on real quick and I go out front. He's already back in the car and turning in.
Damn, you had your shoes off?
No, I had my shoes on. I put them on.
No, you had them off before you put them on?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. You was ready to be knocking your socks off?
I told you. So, I told you a secret. So.
You didn't tell me nothing. I know.
So, anyways. He starts turning into the driveway, and then I hear the same noise I just heard, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good. And I knew it was on the side, so he backed up a little bit and tried to go again. And then I saw the front wheel part.
At least I got in the fucking driveway at that point.
And it did something really fucking crazy.
And what did it do?
I don't fucking know because it went so fast and went back to normal so fast. My brain couldn't commute it. But I was like, what the fuck was that?
The same face that you got on. Right? The same
Right?
expression and face. Speaking of facial expressions right now.
I was like, I can't. I don't know. Because I love to figure out vehicles. I love to do that. And usually I'm...
Wrong.
No, usually I'm 70%
wrong.
Right. I can get it pinned down.
Hey, you're 30% right.
I can usually get it pinned down. But I was like, that fucking thing, I don't know, it just went... And I don't know, it was crazy. And then it went back to normal. I mean, like, split second. And I'm like, it didn't commute in my brain. And I'm like, what? So then he goes back again and then goes all the way forward. And I'm like, okay, just fucking leave it alone. This isn't good. I don't know what's going on, but it ain't fucking good. Leave it alone. Here he goes. He backs up again. I'm like, oh my fucking Lord, she's fucking pissed, dude. And then all of a sudden he tries to go forward again. And then the fucking tire went. I said, I told you she was pissed.
You didn't say shit.
I was like doing the cut in the throat shit. I was like,
Like I'm paying attention to what the fuck you doing.
Stop. I'm like, this bitch said I am done.
Like I'm paying attention to what you saying. Because you wasn't saying that. All you had was that goofy look on your face.
I know.
And I was just like, I ain't paying attention to you right now. I'm just trying to get this bitch out the street.
No, that bitch didn't want to be out the street.
Man.
She said, fuck you. I said no more. But cracked me up.
Talk about my Green Goblin like that.
Cracked me up. She's like, I wanted a break.
That's what happened. It broke.
Thankfully, he made it home.
Yeah. Now you say it after the fact, too.
Well, yeah.
Uh-huh. No, you said it. You said it the day it happened.
It was hilarious.
It wasn't hilarious for me.
After the fact, it was hilarious. You should have been on the outside. Me and your truck was dying. She was screaming and I was laughing. Like, oh shit.
Y'all should see my face right now. I'm not amused.
Oh God,
I'm not amused at all.
I was dying. And then, so we end up at Carlott's.
Hold
at
on.
The car lot.
Can I tell my part of the story first before we get to that part, please?
Okay. Go for it.
One of the first things that you said was the fact that I was fucking lucky.
Yeah.
Because I did have all that rush of just thinking about what had just fucking transpired and happened. Mm-hmm. And the timing of when it happened, being right outside of the house. Mm-hmm. And literally 5 minutes before that, I was on the highway going 70, 75, coming home like I always do. Mm-hmm. I wasn't speeding.
70, 75 is speeding, you idiot. It's 65.
Shut up. Why are you incriminating me?
You incriminated yourself.
No,
I'm not speeding.
No, I'm not speeding.
You lie.
Shit, I'm just keeping up with the flow of traffic. That's what I was doing. But anyway, I was on my way home like normal. Mm-hmm. Everything was fine. Mm-hmm. Everything was normal. I get all the way to the street, get all the way to our street, and when I was braking just to turn in, first of all, I was surprised at the fact because my truck is so damn old, I have to park it in the garage because it's too damn cold for it to be outside. Because when it's too cold, that bitch is like, Jay-Z style. Like, it ain't happening. You ain't gonna make it today. And so I was like, oh, cool. Gina has her car out the way. I can go ahead, pull it up into the garage and go ahead and just do what I got to do. Come in so we can record the podcast on recording day.
Yeah.
Which didn't happen.
No.
So, as soon as I was slowing down and braking and turned my turn signal on to turn into the garage, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And you heard a noise, and I heard a pop. That because I'm inside the truck. I heard a pop, and I was listening to an interesting podcast, too. I was like, man, this is really good, man. This is all right. And then I'm like, hold on, man. Because as soon as I was trying to turn the steering wheel, I'm like, what the fuck? So I hit the reverse, went backwards. I'm like, okay, I'm in reverse. And then going in the drive, I was not able to go forward. And I was like, fuck, this is not good. This is not good. This is transmission action all day long. all fucking day long. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I've had this truck since 2004. We're in 2019, about to be in 2020. So yeah, my baby, don't be sitting there with that little snicker laugh on your face. That's my girl. And sis want to talk shit today, talking about let that shit go. Shut up. I'm going to go down. I ain't going down without no fucking fight. I'm going to see about getting that bitch fixed. That's my girl. Got a lot of history. Even somebody said on Facebook today, like, man, you saved my sanity so many times. I'm like, man, the stories we got. Anyway, and so I was able to finally turn it, and I got about halfway into the driveway. I'm like, fuck, here we go again. So I went back in reverse again, and I finally got it straight into the driveway. And I'm like, okay, all I got to do is just get it another few feet to kind of get it up from where the fuck is gangsta leaning right now. Still, at this moment. I was like, all I got to do is do that. And that's what Gina was talking about. She was doing a record scratch across her neck like, no, stop. And I just said, fuck it. I gave it some gas, and that motherfucking front tire said, kaboom.
I told you.
And you was talking about, I seen something just spin and it just hit the tire and I don't know what the fuck just happened.
I didn't.
And
It was like crazy.
But I knew this time was coming with that truck. I knew it was coming because I said all I needed to do is just get me through one more winter. And it's fucking the week before Christmas.
Merry
like,
Christmas
this is
to
some
you.
bullshit. But that truck has been a Titan for me for 15 years. For fucking 15 years. And you damn right I'm going to keep going down swinging to save that motherfucking truck. Yeah, man, I'm going to save that motherfucking truck. That's going to be my baby still every day. You damn right. I'm letting you know on public record in front of everybody listening right now that is going to be my baby still. Yeah. But because it's only got 169,000 miles on it for a 2000. You know how I can get some good money out of that too, by the way. You know, so if anybody's interested, just in case, because I got one last ditch effort to go ahead and try to save my green goblin that I'm going to attempt to try next week. That I'm definitely going to attempt to try before I even call somebody and see what they got their diagnosis and what they think it's going to go on, you know, what's going to go into the truck as far as financially. If it's too much, yeah, it's going to be, man, rest in peace to my green goblin, Gertrude. I'm going to miss her, man. But what fucked me up was the fact that, you know, when I was talking to some other people about it and you said certain things about it, like just literally a few minutes before that, I was on the fucking highway. Mm-hmm. And if that shit would have happened then, we might not be even recording a podcast right now. Right. I was like, wow, I literally was turning into the driveway when it happened. Mm-hmm. That part just had me realize, like, you know what, fool? Quit being a stingy bastard. I know you got goals. I know you've been working your ass off. I know you've been saving a lot of money. You've been doing what you got to do. Invest in your future by getting another vehicle. It's time. It's time. And you know, that first moment sometimes, I don't know if some of the listeners out there can relate, which I'm sure they can. If your mind is like mine, you have that moment of feeling guilty that you got something like that, because this is the most space age shit I've ever had. Like the woman talking to me through the speakers and shit. I'm like, oh, hold on, bitch, where'd you come from? I didn't know there was another woman in my life now. All of a sudden, right? Like what the hell?
Got an added addition.
And all kind of features and stuff like that. So I was like, but seriously, it was time for me to go ahead and break down and get a vehicle. But I was just hoping to get through the winter. That's all I was wanting her to do. And she just said the little engine that said "fuck you." That's all she did. Just said "fuck you." And so I'm like, man. So we went to car lots. Getting to the car lots part of the conversation, and let's go back to your. Let's go back to your. Yeah, I mean, basically, it's our perspective on that, because the first street that we thought about going to in Wichita, Kansas, that people that know that listen to us here, you know, locally, Broadway Street.
Yeah, that's where all the cars are at.
Yeah, it was Broadway Street.
But we couldn't decide if we wanted to just pay outright or have a loan. We didn't know which way would be what we wanted to do.
Yeah, because I was thinking, but I've already had kind of a plan, because I was thinking, you know, because I knew this year, I've been saying it the whole year. with renewed, are we renewing the AAA? You damn right we renewing the AAA. We better renew that AAA because my truck is going to literally blow up on me this year. I get the feeling that it's going to. And it pretty much did. Pretty much did. But I was definitely serious about knowing that the truck I knew she was on her last leg. I've been with her so long. I've been with her longer than you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't step on your toes. Or hers.
Yeah. I've been with her for a long time, and I just knew it was like, man, it's coming. It's definitely coming, but just get me through one more winter. One more winter, man. But yeah, she wasn't feeling that. She definitely wasn't feeling that. So we went to several car lots on Broadway Street. I seen one vehicle that had a little bit of promise, but when the motherfucker was sketchy when I walked, I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to play that game and all that shit. And then they wanted an X amount of dollars, and it's a '09 and all this other shit. And
Tons of miles.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. Thanks for your time, man. Bye.
Yeah,
You know
then
what
we
I
kept moving.
Yeah.
So we decided.
But in the back of my mind, while we was on Broadway, I was like, man, I was looking online at the same time because I had you drive.
Right, I was.
But something was telling me because originally I had another truck in mind before the truck that I ended up getting. I originally had another truck in mind but something was telling me, man, go to CarMax. Go to CarMax. It's there. I don't know what was because the last few days, even though we don't talk about that very often, ever since my grandmother passed away, I get a tug on the back of my shirt.
Right.
When there's something that is positive that's getting ready to happen. Like when I know I'm on the right track of certain things, it's only been happening since September. But she tugs on me. I know this sounds crazy for certain people that may not understand those kind of things, but I've always gotten a tug when there was something positive get ready to happen. Like the certain blessing that came out of nowhere that you received just recently. I was getting a tug for some reason. And just a couple of days ago, 2-3 days ago, though a couple of days ago as a recording time, I was getting a tug on me again after what I saw at the car lot over there at CarMax, because I went over there specifically for something else.
Right.
And then we're walking the car lot, and I was just like, that's the one. That's the one. Felt the same fucking thing. I can't make this up. But that had no influence on me because you know me, I'm also stubborn and hard-headed. Like, I don't pay attention to none of that shit at the same time too. Like, of course I'm observing it because I'm walking around and but I was like, man, that is the exact look of even when I got that Green Goblin. It's not the exact look, but it was a similar look, and I wanted to go with that particular truck at the time in 2004, but I ended up not going with it. Because I don't know, it was just something that I ended up going with my 15-year woman out there. That's the one I ended up going with, and it served me well. So I had that same epiphany again when we were walking the car line. I'm like, that's going to be the one. I already know that one's going to be the one. And I kept looking after that online and stuff like that when I had little breaks at work and stuff like that. I kept looking, and I was like, that's going to be the one. I just know that particular one is going to be the one. And ended up being the one.
Yep.
And that's why people see it on IG and people are seeing it on Twitter.
Yes.
Yep. Got me at 20. This is 2016.
Yes.
It may not be new to some of you ballers out there, but it's new to me.
Right.
New as a motherfucker. I'm like, golly, man. Damn, I'm out here. Man, but you know what? It was definitely a team effort because that's one thing I appreciated about the fact that we jumped right on it. We handled what we had to handle because we're not doing the one vehicle situation right now. Like, yeah. But we definitely kicked ass and did what we had to do, in order for that to happen. Yeah. Definitely in order for that to happen. There was a lot of aggravation and everything else going on with, well, I got to take care of Poppy. I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm like, babe, I know. That's why I took off early. We going to get after it. We're definitely going to get after it. Relationship goals. Hashtag it.
Right. It did. I mean, it just, we did great.
Yeah.
We
Excuse me.
Everything worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it did. That's what I was like. It's kind of funny timing how everything, it seems like it's a situation where it's dismal and stuff like that, which is not. But if you guys know Gina and you've been listening to this season of season 3, she just expects the worst out of every possible scenario.
I do. I would do the worst because I was like, okay, so
Oh, here we go.
worst case scenario,
First thing out of her mouth about everything.
we can pull all the money together.
No, we're
and we
not
can just
pulling
pay
up.
cash, okay?
No, we're not
okay.
doing that.
And he's like, no.
No.
I said, but that's worst case scenario, okay?
Like I wasn't
we can do this.
Like I wasn't gonna get pre-approved or actually approved, not pre-approved, but approved. In the industry that I'm in and the money I make, they was like, oh yeah, they called. I called them and they was like, oh well, we didn't get. Well, you didn't. Okay. And then they called back. Oh yeah, hey yo, so this is what we got for you. Like yeah. My industry and what I do for a living has some magic.
Yeah. So I mean, and it.
But it ain't about that. But I do have. I make good money.
We went to
I work hard for
several
my money.
different banks, and we did what we had to do in the short period of time we did it in, which was crazy.
And I think I made a great purchase with that particular one, though. Well, of course, it's a team effort. I'm just talking about the way I was feeling about that because we walked that lot, and when I did my double take and back turn, and it was literally right at the end of one aisle, and I was like, hold on, man. Let me go back over here.
I was like, because we already passed it once.
Yeah. Yep. And it wasn't like, but I was originally looking for the other truck that I was actually interested in. And I was like, oh no, hold on. That's it. I knew to come over here. I knew it was going to be that one. And man, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I did have an emotional moment the other day about it, though. I definitely had an emotion because I don't make major purchases like that. I just don't make major. I just don't. I feel a certain way because a lot of us battle with sometimes a feeling like you don't deserve certain things in your life, but you got to take blessings as they come because we're in the position right now to where it's not hurting us financially. It's not any of those things like that. It's not going to do that to us. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to have to bite the bullet. Instead of go ahead and dropping, giving somebody $2,000 for a hunk of shit that I'll be mad at 2 months from now that falls apart. Went on ahead, dropped some money to go ahead and get something that I feel like it's going to last for the next 10, 15 years again. Because you know me. That's going to last again for a while. And our kids want to have some motherfucking jokes and crack jokes about it and where we got it from and all this other stuff. Talking about welcome back to the debt club and all that. You know I'm talking to you, Kaylee. You know I'm talking to you. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, you know what this truck is going to actually do? It's going to be great for grandkids to sit in the back. Welcome to the real debt club. Since y'all got jokes and shit. Like in the next 10 years, y'all ain't gonna have kids. Okay. Oh, man. But yeah, that was definitely a whirlwind of a 48-hour experience.
It was. I panicked the whole time.
Yeah, she did.
I did.
But the one thing that I appreciate about Gina is she used to be in insurance for years. And she understands the ins and outs and the language of that stuff. And me, I don't know. I don't have the patience. I understand enough to get me by, but that's most people, I feel like, that have never been in the field and don't really understand those things. But I really appreciate you coming through so I could sit back and that's why I said, babe, you do the talking when it came to this process of what's going on, because I don't understand that, the lingos and stuff like that. I just don't. Personally, I don't. But I know you do. So, yeah, go ahead and talk so I can listen. And see, okay, what's going on? What are we gonna do? What does that mean? Hey, you broke down certain things for me too. Now, granted, I still some of it. I'm like, okay, but yeah, one of the main things that's funny is we got that gap insurance and all that other stuff too.
We have to have that gap insurance.
Yeah, but Gina used to be in the insurance field for a long time. Couple of stints of doing that. Yeah, so that's why I'm just sitting back and observing and actually listening to what you're saying and seeing, okay, how is this going to coincide with, okay, of course, financially it's not going to be a big deal, but I want to hear what's really real and what's really important and what's not important in a way that I can understand. Because you have a great way of translating those things.
Yeah, because I had to learn to translate it for myself.
Yeah, I watched you do it too the second time around.
Because, man, there's
with not just the insurance.
I swear to God,
not just
all
the
of it's
insurance,
fine
but-
print.
but not just the insurance, but a lot of the fine print you just know just by verbatim because of how long you was doing that stuff.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
You know, those insurance companies will. Ooh.
And not just
Not
the
be
insurance
honest.
company. I'm talking about just the financing aspect and stuff
It
like that.
is.
Like, you know that, like, you just verbatim, I know you know that stuff. And that's why I just sat back like, babe, you this is where I need you to go ahead and just, so I can sit back and be my observational self to just process and think about it. And we ended up doing pretty decent on it. We
Yeah,
did pretty
we
decent.
did.
We did pretty good.
Yeah.
It was definitely a team effort.
Yeah.
What do you think? Gina still hasn't drove it yet. She's got to drive it. You got to drive it yourself. She don't like driving big trucks, though. She don't like it. Oh, by the way, it's a 2016 Ford Explorer. And my Green Goblin is a 2000 Ford Explorer.
Yeah.
It's a 20-year-old vehicle, and I've had it for 15 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm going to save her. I got to save her, man.
You got to favor.
Okay, we'll see.
We hope we can favor.
Yeah, I'm going to save her. I'm going to do my little ghetto last ditch effort to see what I can do. Next week when I have a little bit of time off for the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see what we can do with it.
That'll be good.
So what do you think about it, though?
About what?
About the truck?
I think it's nice. I think it'll work.
Yeah.
I think it'll work great. Especially, you know, on our trips, instead of taking, you know.
Yeah, she was quick to...
I was.
She's like, it's nice. We ain't got to take my car. We going to take your truck.
Right?
I'm like, why we got to do that? Because you got full coverage, motherfucker.
Right? And it's roomy.
Yeah. I was really
So,
surprised at that, too.
My Mazda's very roomy. I'm not going to say
That
it's
Mazda
not.
6 is still a G, man.
It is. It's my baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's we're together almost, what?
You got it in 09.
No, I got
No.
it in 2000.
Yeah, 10.
No.
It's
is
a 2010. Yeah.
I got it in 2011.
Like a year later or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's still a clean ass car too, man.
So for the front bumper. But
Yeah.
yes.
Kaylee, are you listening?
My little shit did that to me.
Yeah.
But no, in retrospect,
Yeah.
he did pay.
Yeah, he paid for it. He gave us the money for it. Because
Yeah.
was like, yo, you fucked it up. You're paying for it. Because the
So,
first
yeah.
time, me and Kyle hit a fucking buck.
Yeah.
Taking Kyle to school one morning, we hit a buck, man. That motherfucker was just... Why do deer run so fucking fast?
I don't know. They're running from something.
And hell, let's tell that story real quick.
Okay.
Man, I was taking Kyle to school. And, you know, we just chugging along like normal and shit like that. And we get on a one-way street that, you know, people that know Wichita is 47th Street South. And we're going west on 47th Street South. And I just seen out of the right corner of my peripheral, you know, the white tail. I just seen the white bouncing. I'm like, oh, shit, this is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. And before I could even think, everything went into black and white slow motion. And everything slowed down. And I even seen that motherfucking deer just slowly look as it just was leaping in the air like a fucking idiot. And we just smashed it right in front of the leg. Flew off in slow motion. One of his legs flew off and every damn thing. It caved in the fucking hood. It caved in the fucking trunk. Or not the trunk. Caved in the fucking bumper. And I'm super surprised the airbags didn't go off.
Right?
And we both had whiplash. Kyle hit his head on the motherfucking dashboard. That's how big this fucking deer was.
But they kept rolling.
And it kept and you know what? I got his low ass to school.
Yes.
You know, I stopped in the Quick Trip parking lot right there at 63rd and Rock Road, and I was like, oh man. Gina was still asleep at the house, by the way. I was like, this is not going to be good. And Kyle is like, Mom's going to be so ticked off. And you know, he's still trying to keep it G-rated around me, but I knew better. Like he was saying, Mom's going to fucking kill you. Like it was my fault type shit.
Right.
So anyway, I get him to school. I get all the way back home. And man, I was just fucking, you know, my Adam's apple was, I was gulping like, fuck, I gotta wake her up and fucking tell her this shit. She ain't had this car that long. So I'll wiggle her toe first. She over there. I'm like, that didn't do nothing.
No, damn well I don't wake up.
And so I started rubbing on her. Fellas, you know what I'm talking about. I started rubbing on her a little bit slowly to see if she would kind of wake up a little bit. And she kind of swatted at me a little bit. And I was like, babe. And she's still asleep. Babe. What? I hit a deer. And it took you a second to process. And you're like, And I rubbed on you again. I was like, babe. I hit a deer, and all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. What? And she goes outside, my poor woman. She walks out and sees how fucked up that was. And she was like, oh my fucking gosh, my car. And I'm like, oh man, this is so bad. This is fucking bad. Did you report it to the cop? I was too busy scared to tell you. I didn't fucking report nothing yet. The fuck? So fast forward, we go pick Kyle up and the Green Goblin from school. And he comes running to the truck like, oh my God, Ken, you're alive. Holy shit. Oh man, and that was the same winter that the brake fluid tried to go out, or the brake fluid was low on that damn Green Goblin, taking him to school one morning, and we almost T-boned somebody. That damn green truck, man. It has some magical powers. Oh man, it was still funny to see Kyle running out that damn school, say, oh my God, Kenny, you're alive, and hug me around my neck and shit. I was like, why wouldn't I be? Come on, man. But I'm surprised I am too. Your mom's a savage. She was pretty pissed off this morning, boy.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, but it was time. It was definitely time. Well, we'll go ahead and start wrapping this up, baby.
Okay.
The second to the last episode. You want to do one more before the year's end, huh?
Yes.
I think we're gonna have to plan something fun though.
Yeah.
For the last episode.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we're going to have to plan something fun. But I do appreciate the fact that I am still alive, because if that would have happened a few minutes before that on the highway, oh man, I don't even want to know and even think about that anymore, because it didn't happen that way. Mm-hmm. Thank you, higher powers and energies that be.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, for real. For real. Mm-hmm. Anything you want to send everybody off with, honey, this week? Going into Christmas week? Christmas weekend? Hopefully you're finalizing your shopping. You're not punching somebody in the face in the checkout line.
Go meditate. Go meditate.
Go woosah.
Meditate in your car before you go in. Mm-hmm. Meditate when you get out.
Yeah, don't pay that crazy ass shipping and handling. Just say, hey, yo, it's just going to come a little late this year.
Carry some Palo Santos.
Some energy crystals. Whatever you got to do to keep a zen-like state with all these crazy mofos out here.
Man, I mean, people are so mean.
People are rude.
They are so rude.
Hey, you know I don't like that shit. Don't be rude.
Even like today, I get honked at because I didn't turn fast enough. There was 3 cars. Okay, you have a straight lane and a turn lane. You don't get a turn signal, so you have to wait. Mm-hmm. Well, on the other side, there's only 1 lane.
Yep.
Some people are turning, some people are going straight. Well, there's 3 cars lined up. So one was turning.
I hate that intersection, too.
So that person's turning. I'm not going to turn until I know what the next person's going to do, because by the time I'm in the middle of the street, that person's hitting me.
Right. Yeah, and then you getting sideswiped and fucking, yeah.
Right.
Like
so this
bumper
dude
cars
is
and shit on
honking
that
at
intersection
me
is a pain in the ass.
to tell me I need to go. I'm not going until I know which way this person's going.
Right, because they're not using their turn signals. Because everybody wants to turn fucking close to begin with in this little community suburb of Wichita.
Right.
Yeah, that's some bullshit there.
I'm so afraid that they're just going to take out my front end, which I don't mind. I need a new one.
Yeah, but you ain't got full coverage like me right now.
Oh, it'd be their fault. So, yes, it gets paid for
yeah,
free.
That's true.
But I don't want it. You guys make a normal turn. No, they're like going halfway and taking out front ends, and I don't know how I got there. You idiot.
Yeah, that's what they do, man. They turn too sharp. Turn way too sharp. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I hate that intersection. I hate it with a passion. No matter what time of day it is, either. It's always a pain in the ass.
So, of course, what I do, I go up a little bit and slam on my brakes. Dude, I ain't going.
Yeah.
I'll wait till all three of these cars go wherever they're going. Oh, they're all turning. I'll wait till they turn.
Since everybody feel like they fucking privileged on the road.
Right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And one reason why I've never had a wreck, knock on wood, that I never do, is because I don't do what everybody else does.
Yeah.
I'm not impatient. I will be just fine.
Yeah. Even though you clown me about driving slow and being Miss Daisy and not being on the phone.
Oh, well, I don't drive
that,
slow, but I am not impatient. Mm-hmm. If I don't need to go, I don't need to go.
I'm chilling. Be mad. We all gonna get home safe or wherever your destination may lie or take you. I don't give a fuck. It ain't gonna be at my expense that we have a fucked up day.
Nope.
It's not gonna happen that way. Yeah, that's for real.
Just like the other day when we were taking Poppy, and we had a real bad little ice snowstorm.
Yeah, we had a little bit of snow, man. That came down pretty nice, man. My Green
was
Goblin
nice.
got through it just fine. I'm like, she loves this weather.
So
Got me right through weaving through people.
So I had to drive, because he was moving from the hospital to the
rehab.
Rehab. So of course I had to do this. So during that day was when it was snowing and it was the worst of it, and we had the ice prior to it, so they didn't get all the streets done.
Yeah, it was pretty slick.
Well, Dad followed me in his car, and then
which is the Gran Torino.
The Gran Torino, and he ended up getting another car got behind me, and in between
getting
us.
onto the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this whole section was like a sheet of ice.
On I-135.
I mean, just completely a sheet of ice, which I saw that it was because I was coming up to the sheet of ice. I was like, okay, well, we'll take it slow. So we took it slow and everything. I get turned just fine because I'm taking my time. I get there, get turned, and I guess the two people behind, or the person behind me and this other person didn't want to take their time because they crashed.
Yeah.
And Dad was like, "Did you not see it?" And I said, "No, I didn't see it because
'cause
I
you were
was
ahead.
paying attention to myself. I was making sure I was safe."
Well, at least he didn't crash either.
No, he went
Yeah,
around.
people get reckless this time of year too, because I got cut off a couple of times this week. And literally my first day of driving my new hotness this morning, somebody cut me off and I had to slam on my brakes already.
Oh, did they
Already.
work well?
Yeah, they work well.
Oh, good.
They were obviously.
Nope,
I was like,
check
really,
that out.
bitch? Really? Come on, man. Already.
Oh man,
Already.
they like to do it.
Yeah, good thing you know your insurance world because you got all kind of coverage actually going on.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you guys listening to us this week. We hope you are definitely getting ready to have a great Merry Christmas.
Yes.
A great Merry Christmas, even if it's something simple, sitting back, chilling, and relaxing. Before we get out of here, I want to send a special rest in peace to my uncle, William Thompson. Bill Thompson. He's a United States veteran, served in Okinawa. He's been in rehabilitation care pretty much his whole life ever since he got out of the service because he was hit by a bus in Los Angeles, California. He died last Saturday in Illinois, back in my home state where my family comes from on my dad's side. And it was pretty sad news. It kind of sucks because I never personally got to meet him like that. I remember hearing his voice because it was very distinct when he was in because, when you're young, I was thinking it's like it was a mental institution or something like that. And I could hear his voice from down the hall. He just had that voice that just projected. It just projected. And I was like, man, that sounds like family. My dad was like, hold on, I'll be right back. And then never got a chance to go in there to actually see him because I don't know what was going on at the time. I have to ask my dad about what happened that particular time when we was back home checking, seeing family and stuff like that. But I want to send a special rest in peace to him. Yeah, there's just been a lot of toughness going on this year with loss and loved ones and stuff like that. So definitely rest in peace, Uncle. Love you. We got pictures of him that are pretty cool of him in the service and stuff like that. And, it's going all the way back to just black and white photos and seeing what he was doing and stuff like that. It was really cool. Really, really cool. So
nice.
special rest in peace to my Uncle Bill Williams, or William Thompson. William Thompson. Anything you want to send out there to everybody right before Christmas, honey?
No, just be happy. Just be content. Love yourself.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Love yourself first and foremost.
Then everybody else gets loved just unconditionally. Because you're happy.
Yeah. And you know what? You can't make everybody else around you happy unless you're making sure you're maintaining your own happiness. That's a fact.
Oh, trust me, it's draining. Either way you look at it, it's going to be draining. Just do it.
Yeah.
And take time for yourself.
Well, tell everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Oh, I will tell
Happy
everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Let me tell everybody. Merry Christmas, everybody. And a Happy New Year. But I'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, and it'll be the last episode of the year, season 3. And we're going to take a break afterwards because we got some other things to focus on, then take a little time off to do. Yeah. But we will be coming back your way here pretty soon. You can reach out to us at interracialoddcouple@gmail.com. You can find us on social media at the same name. You can also search the hashtag ILCPod. We appreciate you guys listening to us, and we will be talking to you next week.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
Deuces.